bitterness, to divide us based on our differences, to blind us to what we have in common. But on this day, we are reminded that at our best, we cannot turn a blind eye to images like the ones we've seen out of Syria. But if we see this conflict only from one side or the other, then we will be blind to the truth. The only resolution is for the aspirations of both sides to be met through two states where Israelis and Palestinians each live in peace and security.
In this day and age of the 21st century, Iran cannot count on the world community turning a blind eye to this.
But if we see this conflict only from one side or the other, then we will be blind to the truth. The only resolution is for the aspirations of both sides to be met through two states where Israelis and Palestinians each live in peace and security. We must promote dignity and human rights throughout all of Sudan, and this includes extending the mandate of the UN Independent Expert of Sudan, because we cannot turn a blind eye to the violations of basic human rights or blind ideology. They were keen observers of each other's blind spots and shortcomings, if not always their own. And they were hard-headed about their ability to remake the world. But what I've said to them consistently is rewarding bad behavior, turning a blind eye to deliberate provocations, trying to paper over these not just provocative words, but extraordinarily provocative acts that violate international norms, that's not obviously working.
I was in a pool in Florida, and a blind woman came up and said, I read a story about you in the paper, and I decided to get back into triathlon as a blind guy.
The tired feet of those who walked the dusty roads of Montgomery helped a nation see that to which it had once been blind. But it's important to remember that every year schools like Maynard Newtek hold blind lotteries to determine who gets in, because there just aren't enough spots for all the students who want to go to a school like this one. And so when I saw Corey a few days ago, he's still blind in one eye. But we are the United States of America. And we cannot and must not turn a blind eye to what happened in Damascus. Wanton murder. Or an excuse for the international community to turn a blind eye. While we need to be...
As the hostile fire increased, he crawled to the blind side of the entrenchment position, jumped to the roof, and tossed a grenade into...
I don't know if Dr. Williams has shared her story, but her mom was blind and raised her a single mom. And a full century after Lincoln's time, he said, until justice is blind to color, until education is unaware of race, until opportunity is unconcerned with the color of men's skins, emancipation will be a proclamation, but not a fact. He understood laws couldn't accomplish everything, because it's easy sometimes to project out and worry about others and their hatreds and their bigotries and their blind